I want to watch each of the 2 point attempts or two attempts at 2 point conversions. This is the first of the three attempts. You see, we come up, or the Ravens come up just a little bit short at the goal line there. They're going to run this weak side. They set up strength here. They run away from the three tech. You can see the weight of the Colts defense is to this side. 53 is key in stopping this, I think. Before the ball's even in the quarterback's hands, he's off. You can see the Ravens really want a free release to him if he's flat-footed off the ball, just to get on this shoulder. Anything to slow him, and they climb 72, but he's off so quick they really don't get much of a hand on him at all. Hindsight here, you want to think Bozeman might be able to just grab that one technique long enough that Powers might just straight climb to that linebacker and just get a little piece of him. But they take two guards, and neither one of them gets on 53. It looks like an exchange of gaps here. I'm not sure that this linebacker misplays this. I think this guy's just going outside, and he's coming inside. You see 13. I think that's Duvernay on the crack block of the D end here. Villanueva's going to pull out in front of the back out in front of Lamar. You see some nice plays by a couple defenders here. The guy that exchanges the gap or steps inside here shoots upfield after Lamar, really causes Lamar to kind of jump out of this tackle. Really good effort by both players there. You see the safety out front get just mashed to the ground here by Villanueva and 28, face to the turf. But he makes a nice play just getting to his feet here. It's curious what happens with Lamar. You see him kind of cut back at the last second. Appears to just kind of lose his balance. But you see the defender that was face down just get up and get his hip or backside enough in the way there. The other thing is this is probably not a surprise to the defense to see the Ravens run this call. This second attempt at a 2 point conversion comes off as very simple, just because it pops wide open in the flat. Andrews is wide open there. Looks very simple, but there's so much that goes into this play design. It's my favorite. Starting with Marquise to this side and Mark Andrews lined up in this wing formation, and keeping in mind what the Ravens ran the prior try, how they got Lamar on this sweep outside. Now, take into account the crochet motion across the formation. You see the linebacker come downhill right away. This is in response to either a jet fake or the same play, him as a lead blocker and some form of crack. Watch him get inside of Marquise's block right there and react to that motion and the wide receiver formation tight to the line. We should look at the Duvernay route. The most obvious thing that Devin's route does is takes 27 away from the action. But as Lamar is reading this defender, there's also that element where he's underneath what could be a slant to Duvernay. Watch him step up. By the time he steps up now, it's going to be too late for him, or it is too late for him to pick up on Mark coming across. Again, this has the look of a read option play. In fact, that's what it is, but it looks very typical in terms of what we're doing with the back and what might be kind of a split block coming across from the wing formation. In any case, this defender does not pick that up. He reacts. He's got eyes to Lamar. I'm going to keep talking about Duvernay on this. We talked about his role here along with the quarterback's eyes in kind of freezing and holding this defender. We talked about him pulling the guy who's got him in man to the opposite side, away from play side. But once the safety realized Lamar's kept this football, he comes downhill. A lot of this has to do with the immediacy of the situation. All in, fourth down type play where you have to score. He comes down to get underneath this route. Now that's key. It's away from the action. Doesn't matter a lot, except for what the effect it has in freeing up Marquise deep in the corner. When that safety comes downhill, he doesn't run with Marquise. Now, should this linebacker have gone out with Mark Andrews here? Should this guy have immediately run with Andrews? And you can see this guy protecting the edge here, sealing Lamar. Lamar's going to boot this thing, extend this thing with his legs, and he's going to find Marquise in the back corner. So it isn't a sort of all in or all or nothing Mark Andrews one read type deal here. Beautifully designed play. Love the role that we get with kind of playing off of what happened on the previous play here with what looks like in this tight split could be a crack block, and this motion could be another lead block for the quarterback. And I love Duvernay's role in it, and it just comes off looking so easy, but there's so much that went into it. Finally, here is the conversion that sent this thing ultimately to overtime after the missed field goal. They got a matchup they like. They're empty here. This guy's obviously leverage, playing inside leverage on Mark. Watch Mark off the ball, stop his feet. This is the, to me, part of the disguise. It really doesn't have a ton of effect, but you do see Lamar dip his shoulders, take a step forward as if he's going to run. Mark kind of sets his feet in what looks like, what appears just for an instant like it might be a run block, and then swats just enough. You can see right there he kind of stretches the defender. Defender's taking a false step along with that swat, and they just have to beat him with the throw. Mark bodies him. Great catch, kind of reaches a little bit behind his body. Just a great moment. Very difficult to come back from that kind of deficit.